Hello guys, Kalmier here once again, and so today we're going to be working with Obsidian to make a Nether portal. We'll be using that back door over there. However, before I get started, I thought I'd show you a little trick for using redstone to create Obsidian without using your lava source. And the way this works is you put your redstone somewhere where lava can flow on top of it. You can build a line of this however you want, and you put water so that it's flowing next to the redstone, but it drops down before it actually hits the redstone. So this prevents it from washing away. And once again, go ahead and put my lava so that it flows down into the redstone, and as you can see, it actually forms obsidian instead, and it did not use up my lava source. It just used up the redstone. So this is really good, like if you have a server where everyone's used up all the lava but no one's touching the redstone. The only thing with this though is I don't know how effective it is for like building vertically. Obviously you can build a straight line really easily, but you'd have to probably build some kind of weird contraption in order to go vertically. So anyway, nice little trick there. I'm going to go ahead and get some materials together, and we're going to build a nether portal, and I'll show you what I find is the most effective way of getting obsidian for this. So I will be right back. Okay guys, I'm back and I've got my materials. I've got 10 buckets of lava. Each one of these buckets, when I add the water source, is going to turn into obsidian, and I've also got a flint and steel. Now a lot of people, are familiar with the method of obviously dropping water on a lava pool down in a dungeon and then using a diamond pickaxe to break it and harvest it. However, I feel, I've got so many blocks of iron that creating 10 buckets and just bringing them to the surface is a lot easier for me, and that makes my portal a little bit more convenient as well. So I'm going to go ahead and build in this room. I've got a 4x4 area. And so I'm going to go ahead and dig this out. So my portals has to be 6 squares like that. 2 wide and 3 up and down. So this whole border, minus the corners, needs to be obsidian. So to do this, the way that I found is easier. First I'm going to go ahead and block this part, and you'll see why in a minute. And I'm going to go ahead and destroy all of this area that needs to be obsidian. Now only the bottom 2, I don't need that corner, so I'm just going to do these 2 and then come back up on this side. Okay, and I'm going to take my bucket of water and I'm going to apply it behind that block. So the reason I put that block there was so that the water doesn't flow out this way also, because then it would wash all over this area. Alright, and then I'm actually going to block the 2 spaces underneath that. Oh, I guess I need one there too. And I'm also going to go ahead and dig a hole, an extra hole right here. This is basically just for the water to fall into as I'm building this. So I'm going to go ahead and, so as you can see, the water is up there and it's flowing down and it's hitting every spot that I need obsidian. So rather than placing lava and then placing water above it and then bringing up the water, I'm just going to click in the area I need obsidian, and it should automatically form the obsidian for me. Do the next one. Over here, and basically just do this all the way around the border. Remembering the spots that you don't need obsidian. So that last corner I do not need obsidian, so I'm just going to go ahead and block it off. Do my last 2 here. Block that corner off. Okay, then I'm going to dig these 2 away so it flows downward, and there. Okay, now this part you actually have to make sure you're paying attention to where you put your water source, because you don't want to take up your water source first. You want to do the other side first, so there, and then do where the water source is. Alright, and so there we go. We have our gate. Go ahead and plug this back up. Use our flint and steel, and we have ourselves a portal. Okay, now I also brought this other material, so I'm going to go ahead and go over this now. I have one button, one torch. You need one dust depending on how you use your piston. Either a piston or a sticky piston, a bucket of water, and 2 pressure plates. So let me go, and what I'll do is I'll use the regular piston first, and then I'll show you how to turn it into something where you use a sticky piston. So the first thing I'm going to do is get rid of the portal. Okay, and I'm going to dig back behind this wall. I'm going to go one back, one over, and then I'm going to dig out 2 spots here. Okay. Then I am going to put redstone torch up against the back wall that you can just barely see around that corner, and put the one dust right there, and then put the piston right there. Go ahead and dig this corner away, and I'm going to use my other bucket of water and place it inside that hole. And from there, if I put a button there, when I hit that button, it releases the water. So in order to prevent it from washing all over the place, I'm going to put those there. And what this does is you can let your portal go in. When you're done, you come back out, you simply hit the button, and it destroys your portal. That way you don't have that annoying sound all day long, because, you know, how often do you really go in and out of your portal? Okay, and then of course you would just simply cover that spot back up right there. Now this does not look good to me, and of course I'd use stone there, but because the piston is sticking out, so what I prefer to do is I'm going to go ahead and recollect all this. Collect my water, break the piston, and I'm actually going to go ahead and dig out this bottom block that the dust is on, and I'm going to move the redstone torch to up against the obsidian block like that. I'm going to put a sticky piston on the floor right there, so that torch is actually letting the sticky piston stick out. Again, put my water source in there and block it off with the regular block, and put one above there as well. Except for this time I'm going to put the button on the actual obsidian itself. And so there we go. We go ahead and light up the portal. When we're done, we click the button. It releases the water, breaking the portal, and then covers it back up. Now, the only thing with you breaking the portal every time means that you have to actually have a flint and steel every time you come back in here. And to be completely honest, you need a flint and steel every time you go to the Nether anyway. So I'm going to put a chest with my flint and steel right there. I could put extra flint and steels, maybe other things I would take to the Nether. Because if you take the flint and steel, or actually, I'm sorry, if you go into the Nether and a ghast destroys your portal, the only way to light it back up is with a flint and steel. So you always want to grab one, light the portal, and then go through and take the flint and steel with you. So you might as well have a chest full of flint and steels next to the portal anyway. As you can see, I haven't been to the Nether because it's taking a while to build the terrain. And here is my Nether. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you've learned something new or found that this was efficient, please give my video a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you next time.